For this project, we're going to be talking about radial symmetry. Radial symmetry is a type of balance that is symmetrical from a central point. Before you get started on the project, play around with some ideas of what you would like your project to look like. Don't be afraid to experiment with different designs. Let's take a look at the supplies that we will use for this project. You are going to need a pencil, some color pencils, a piece of paper, and some scissors. Now, let's start the project. Step 1. Fold the top corner of your paper down to where the top of your paper is now aligned with the side of your paper. This will make a perfect triangle once you cut off this little piece. Step 2. Cut off the rectangular piece connected to the triangle that was just folded. Hang on to this little rectangular piece, we'll need it later. Start with your paper opened up from a flat square position. For the next 3 steps, you're going to fold the paper in half 3 times. When you unfold your paper, you're going to see 8 right triangles. At this stage, you should have already planned out what you want your project to look like. Now you're going to take that design and draw it on just one of the triangles. You can leave your paper folded. For the next step, unfold your paper. Fold the triangle with the drawing on it so that the graphite from the drawing is touching the adjacent triangle. Now, rub the back of your paper with the blunt end of a colored pencil. This will transfer the graphite from your drawing to the adjacent triangle. If you have trouble transferring your drawing, it's probably because your drawing needs to be a little bit darker. Remember that scrap piece of rectangular paper that we talked about earlier? Before you start rubbing the back of your drawing paper, place that rectangular piece of paper in between your drawing paper and the back of your colored pencil. The scrap paper will protect your drawing paper from getting damaged when you rub the back of it. Step 9. When you open up your paper, you should see a light gray reflection of your design. Trace over the light gray to make it darker. This will make it easier to transfer in the next step. A square that covers 1/4 of your paper should now be finished. Fold your paper in half where your drawing is now touching the blank adjacent square. Just like you did in the last step, rub the back of your paper in order to transfer your drawing to the other side of the paper. Step 10. Trace over the transferred section of the drawing to make it darker. Fold your piece of paper in half and transfer the image like you have in the previous steps. Once you're finished, open up your piece of paper . Step 11. Color your image. Think about what colors would go best with your design. Use gradations in value and color to create depth. I hope you enjoyed this project. Remember, have fun and keep drawing.